Hey guys, welcome to this week's update. I hope you're having a great week and I hope you're enjoying the beautiful weather that we've been having. Of course, it's hot, but it's still better than 10 degrees and snow. This week, we are just kind of beginning to build some momentum. With school starting up, we want to try to be as consistent as we possibly can in what we're offering here at Coral Hill. And so specifically this Wednesday night, we are going to be beginning a brand new book. We finished up Hebrews last week, and so this week we will begin the book of Philippians, and brace yourselves, we're going to be looking at Philippians chapter 1, verse 1 and 2. This week is a big week for us when it comes to starting new books. We do the same thing every single time. We do a lot of the who, the what, the why, the when, the where, and the how questions. We want to help students understand context so that as they develop the context, they can then apply the lessons from the text based on what the author was trying to say to his original audience. And so it's going to still be really applicable, really good, but it is going to have a little bit more information than we normally would do. And so, but this is a natural transition time for students. For example, our new 7th graders will be joining us this Wednesday night, so we encourage them to be a part of that. They will be stepping off and doing something a little bit differently for the first couple of weeks. They'll be going down specifically this Wednesday night with Carrie Fisher, and they're going to be working through Acts chapter 2, because we want to give them an opportunity to get to know some of us while also us pouring into them some of the values that we have here in the student ministry. And so that's one thing that's kind of going on. But if your child's not been a part of student ministry for a while, this is a natural transition for them. It's a natural opportunity for them to get back involved and get engaged as we head into the next school year. And so I'd encourage you to encourage your children to be a part of student ministry up in the pavilion, 6:15 on Wednesday night. This Sunday, we are continuing our study in our stewardship study. Last week, we were doing stewarding our time, which I thought was a really profitable time in the Word together. But this Sunday specifically, we're going to be doing stewarding your health. And I know teenagers are kind of young and feeling good and things like that, but it is something that is really practical for them about not only how we take care of our bodies, but how we do that to honor the Lord. And so that's what's going on Wednesday and on Sunday this week. Now, when it comes to activities and events, let me remind you, Fall Prayer Retreat registration is open. You can register online at coralhillbaptist.com/FPR, or you can do it at coralhillbaptist.com/events. Either one will get you to where you need to be. It's $50 per student to go, and that price lasts until the 1st of September, to where it will then kick into $60. We're trying to encourage students to sign up sooner rather than later so that we can actually plan and prepare. There's a lot of logistics, especially this year, that'll go into it. This year we're doing something a little bit different than what we've normally done. What we normally do is we rent out some cabins, rent out a meeting facility, and do a lot of the meals outside of the cabin area. This year we're doing everything in one giant cabin. The meeting, the concerts of prayer, we're doing all of our sleeping arrangements inside this house as well as our meals. And so it's going to take a little bit more planning. So if your child wants to be a part of it, it's October 7th, 8th, and 9th. We're going to be going to Norris Lake down in La Follette, Tennessee, and so it's about 3 hours from here. And it's going to be a great time together as we just get out into God's creation, do some hiking, and enjoy in His creation together and pray together. So that's Fall Prayer Retreat. The other thing that's coming up on September 4th is our next parent forum. I will be leading that forum, and I'm going to be addressing this conversation of busyness, specifically business versus laziness. And I feel like it's a timely conversation for us because I see it as a major hurdle for teenagers as they enter into the student ministry and as they go about their life in middle school and high school, is that they're constantly dealing with being overscheduled, overbooked, too busy, and things like that. And so we're going to talk a lot about how do we parent that, but also how do we counter that in our own lives. I really do think it'll be effective if we have this conversation amongst parents about how we handle our schedule, because if we can't handle our schedule in a way that honors the Lord, how can we teach our children to do that? And so it's going to be really good for me because I've learned, and I'll give you a little sneak peek, I have learned it's possible to be lazy and busy at the same time. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that on September 4th at 6:15 down in the basement underneath the current sanctuary and office wing. And so that's pretty much what we've got going on over the next couple of days, next couple of weeks. I will be out next week, and so Chris Gatlin is going to be coming in and sharing on Wednesday night. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a great time for them. And but other than that, I hope you have a great week in the Lord. Look forward to hearing from you guys soon. I pray that God would just continue to bless you as you serve Him.